Hello, church. Bob Myers here. Blessed to be able to share with you again today as we continue our study of God's Word. Today we're in 1 John chapter 4. Beautiful little church. This has a lot of very good verses in it, which I hope you've committed to memory and are familiar with. I call these hold on to verses. These are verses that are good to just hold on to when things get tough, or when you get confused, or when the devil is fighting you or coming against you. These are some verses that I run to on a regular basis to hold on to. They give me strength and encouragement. All the Word of God does that. These verses in particular, I find very effective in my daily walk. The chapter really deals with a couple of things. The first one John talks about is don't believe everybody you hear. Don't believe everything you hear. Test the spirits. Test the spirits that see whether they be of God. And the number one way to test is, frankly, if they confess that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh. When they start denying the virgin birth, when they start denying that God came and dwelt among men, that's a good sign. That is a sign that they are not of God. So test the spirits. He said there's false spirits everywhere, and they're in the world. He says they're coming, and they're even here. Well, guess what? A couple thousand years later, they're really here. And you hear them on TV, you hear them preaching some from pulpits, unfortunately. But John says, test the spirits. Test them with the Spirit of God. Test them with the truth of God. Test them with the doctrine of God. And in the second part of it, he deals with love. And he speaks love, 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 love. In fact, I counted 27 times from verse 7 to 21 in 15 verses. 27 times he uses the word love. And John is older now. He's grandfatherly, and he's talking about love. The love of Jesus, the love of God. In some of the verses I'd like to kind of point out, 7, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Love is of God, and let us love one another. And John goes on to say, if you're not loving other people who are made in the image of God, then he has to say that casts some doubt on your love of God. Because here's man you can see, God you can't see, so don't tell me how much you love a God you can't see if you cannot love someone made in his image whom you can't see. So verse 10, herein is love, not that we love God, but that he loved us. God initiated this love. God is love, not just God has love. God is love. He's the essence of love. His essence is love. And so not that we loved him to start with, but he loved us and called us to himself. Verse 18, there is no fear in love, for perfect love casteth out fear. Don't be afraid of God's, stand in fear and awe of God, but don't be fearful of God because we love God. And so John is reassuring these people. We love him because he first loved us. Again, God initiated the love. And this commandment, verse 21, we have from him that he who loved God, love his brother also. It's a commandment that love God, love your neighbor as yourself. Very simple. And then I want to back up to verse 2. You'll run into this one early on in your study. A very strong verse, a very encouraging verse. You are of God, little children, and have overcome them, the world, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. What a blessing. What a blessing. What an encouragement today as you study 1 John chapter 4.